Oh, lovely. So there you go. Take that one and see how we do. Ah. Hi, it's Todd from Todd's Workshop and Todd Cutler here, and today I'm back with our Roman Pilum, our javelin, and more importantly, Michael Allison, our under-20s GB javelin thrower.
Hello Todd, it's good to be back.
It's good to have you back, because it was brilliant last time, because we just got to watch a professional thrower throw a spear. And that's, you know, I mean, we've seen them throw javelins and all that, but who's interested in that? Spears, that's where it's at, and it was great to see it. But one of the insights that you brought to me, and it was obvious really, I mean, I had considered it, but I hadn't mentioned it, is the fact that Michael was not wearing armour. Now, the thing about Roman forces is that there was an awful lot of different people in different roles with different amounts of armour. And some of them would have been very lightly armoured, or not at all, pretty much like Michael was. Other guys would be wearing more armour. So what we've done now today is we've set up a very simple test. And that is, how far can Michael throw as he is now? How far can Michael throw when he wears a male shirt? How far can Michael throw when he wears a male shirt and carries a shield, a scutum? But what I have to say right at the beginning here is, this is part of Michael's life. He's not just a casual bloke turning up to a YouTube film. This is part of what he does. He competitively competes. And at any point here on this wet field, if he feels that things are uncomfortable for him because he's not experienced wearing armour and throwing, we will stop. So if we don't get everything done, I'm sorry about that, but we'll explain where we're at. But there's something else you should know as well, is not only do I read your comments, I've also been reading Vegetius. Now, for those of you who don't know it, this is a fantastic little book, actually, written 4th century AD by a Roman general, I don't know, anyway, but whoever it was, he knew an awful lot about military history and military science. Brilliant book, really readable, read it. But what is also clear in this is that static throws, if you like, just like one step forward and throwing, which is like as you were doing most of the other month when it was cold, that's definitely a thing. But what's also a thing is it mentions explicitly that throwing with a run-up and a jump makes missiles go further and harder, and that ranks should be spaced for that. So we can assume that they were doing running throws with the Pilum. That was a thing. However, we don't really know how far, so we're going to allow you like maybe 3 steps or something like that with the running throw, rather than a 8-metre run-up or whatever it usually is. And so that's it. There's going to be 6 throws, with and without armour, running, not running. You ready for it?
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to seeing how far it goes.
Brilliant. Right, see you down there. So we're down on the range now with Michael, and it's a really simple test. We've got 5-metre divisions here, marking out to 40 metres where there's a GoPro, your traditional target. We're going to do 1 throw standing, 1 throw running. But with no armour, with male armour, and with male and a shield. That's it, simple. Let's see what happens. Right, ready to take it away?
Yeah.
Throw 1. Oh, so that was out at about 35 metres. Let's go again.
Bit of a run.
So this is going to be a little bit of a run now. So Vegetius in his writing is saying that we all know that they go further. So let us see. Oh, that is, I can't say exactly, I'm going to say about 39 metres, 40 metres. We'll put the number up on screen, but lovely, lovely throw. Didn't kill the GoPro.
Not quite.
This was the first one as a standing throw at 34 metres. And then this was the second as a running throw at exactly 40 metres. So 40 metres, brilliant stuff. So what we'll do now is we'll put a male coat on you.
Yep.
With, well, a hoodie is basically a bit of protection for it because it's a bit scratchy. And then we'll go again. Let's get this on. You have your protection. Okay.
On my knees, is that gonna...
That's it.
Like me. There we go. You in over here?
Yep, you in. Okay, stand up.
Go.
Lovely. All right.
It's quite restrictive, actually.
Is it?
It's no. Well, we'll see when I throw them, but there is some weight to it.
Yeah. Well, what we can do is put on this lovely belt, which helps because then what it does is it takes some of the weight onto the hips. So we've got Michael all togged up in his mail now, and looking good. And we're going to go for a static throw, and we're going to go for a running throw just as before. Let's see what difference it makes, because it's got to make a difference, I guess. So
Yeah.
let's find out. How do you feel about it? How does it?
I mean, it just feels like your whole body's just a little bit heavier because of the weight of the mail, so a little bit heavy. But
Yeah. So it's going to make a difference. I think we all know it's going to make a difference. How much of a difference? So take it away. Static throw first. Oh. So actually that is about 5 metres down. So that is about 29 metres, something like that. We'll put the numbers on the screen. Running. And now for the running throw, Michael. See how we go. Oh. But so that's maybe 32, 33 metres. Again, we'll put the number on screen. But it's good. I mean,
what I will say
yeah,
is obviously running in mail is pretty difficult. So it took more distance off my running throw than it did my standing one.
Yes, it did. Took maybe 2 metres-ish.
Yeah.
But actually, this is a good point to bring up right now, is Michael's stature. Now, he is not a Roman legionary with a scrawny diet at 5'4" or whatever it might be, whatever that is, 1.6 metres tall. He's clearly not that. You know, he trains a lot, he eats really well. So how can you compare him to a legionary? Well, in many respects we can't. What we can say is the legionaries trained for decades with these weapons. Their length of service was 24 years or 25 years, I forget. But they trained for decades regularly with these weapons. Michael has been throwing javelin for about a year and a half. He's been throwing Pilum for 10 throws, you know, so, and he's worn mail, never. He has never trained in mail. He has never worked in it. He's never done a run like legionaries did. So Michael is bigger. He has more stature, got it. But also he is deficient in other ways compared to a legionary. So up, down some, who knows? What we can say is he's a very good thrower and he's better than me. So wearing mail, Michael's static throw, 28 metres, and his running throw, 32 metres. So we're going to come to the last one now, Michael, where you are going to hold the scutum. So we'll do a standing throw first of all, and see how you do it, and then see if you're comfortable going to do a running throw with this thing, because it is going to be awkward. But of course, I also have to mention, it's England, so it's beautifully sunny, and it's raining, obviously. Right, so there you go. Take that one, and see how we do. Ah.
I'll give it another go.
So that was like 15, 16 metres. Are you, out of interest, are you nervous?
A little bit.
So that went out.
I think the standing throw is good, not a running throw.
Not running throw.
I'll get one at 20 standing.
Okay, that's fine. We'll ditch the idea of doing a running throw. Go for another standing.
Yep.
See how you go. That's better. So I'm going to say 24, 25 metres.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
That's decent.
So we'll put the number up on screen. I can't quite see from here, so sorry if I've got it wrong. But yeah, I mean, a decent throw.
Yep.
So Michael's first throw was bang on 20 metres, but I could see his nerves. He wasn't comfortable doing it. Second one, 23 metres, 24, something like that. He was more comfortable with it. But again, first throw ever in mail and holding shield, second throw ever. We know it's going to go up from there. But anyway, I think we need to go back and conclude and see what we learned from today. So here we are at the traditional conclusion. And I have really learnt something today, actually. And it's a confession, because when I first saw you throw in that first film, I was just like, everyone's wrong, everybody's wrong. This Pilum thing, it goes so far, it is amazing. All numbers are wrong. But actually, when you start to come back and you get Michael in the male and holding the Pilum, we've gone from 34 metres down to, I think it was 28, and now like 24 metres, maybe 23. So it makes a massive difference. And you can see that holding the shield, it was horrible. Would you run with it? I mean, right now, today, without training?
Oh, no.
No, not a chance.
And I think even with training, it's going to be something awkward to run with. It's much easier to run without the shield.
Yeah.
With the shield, I'd probably still stick to standing throws in battle.
If you had a choice. Okay, and it comes all the way back to the beginning again, really, that Roman troops weren't just one thing. Right, it wasn't just the guy from Asterix and the Lorica Segmentata. There were all sorts of other people, auxiliaries, differently armed, and so on, skirmishers coming out the front. And so we can't just give one definitive answer. But what we can say, and this is definitive, is it makes a big difference.
It does.
Big difference. So anyway, thank you very much. Another cracking day, Michael, and we will see you again.
Yes, I'm sure.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.